descriptive adjectives usually follow the nouns they modify. So, for example, if I want to say in Italian a tall boy, I have to say and write un ragazzo alto. So I have to place the adjective alto after the noun ragazzo. In English, it's the opposite because you say tall boy. In Italian, we say like boy tall, so ragazzo alto. Same thing, give you just another example with amica, let's say like a sincere friend, a female friend. In Italian will be un'amica sincera. Again, you place the adjective after the noun. This is the rule. This is how things works 95%. Then it's true that sometimes it's possible that you can see, for example, an adjective that can be placed in front or after the noun and the meaning doesn't change at all. For example, un uomo onesto or un onesto uomo. Okay, is an honest man. The meaning doesn't change. It's possible that you will probably hear or read this form here, but just remember that the rule tells you to place the adjective after. So if you have to choose, just place the adjective after the noun. This is a case, but it's very, this one is a case that you can find that the meaning doesn't change, so don't worry about that. If you find, you will understand and that's it. But if you have to produce Italian writing or you have to say something, remember to place the adjective after the noun. Now, there is another case actually where an adjective can be placed in front or after the noun and the meaning change completely. This is another case. It's not like onesto, un uomo onesto or un onesto uomo. The meaning doesn't change. And remember, you have few adjectives that change their meaning depending on their position. The most important one are, let me erase everything so we can see this. The most important one are buono and vecchio. So let me write first the adjective buono and vecchio. Let's start with buono. Don't worry now about the form of buono, because if I place in front of the noun the form change, I will talk about this later. So let's say now you want to say a good professor, and when you say a good professor, you mean that that professor is very straight, he knows how to work, is very efficient. In this case, you use buono in front of the noun. So it would be buon professore. As I said, don't worry now about the form. So a good professor, meaning exactly this, that is a good professor, that he knows how to work. He teaches well. You use buono in front. Now, if you use buono after, un professore buono, buono has a different meaning. Means that the professor is a good person. It's good, but not in his work. He's simply a good person. So you can have a professore buono even if it's not a really good professor in teaching. So if you place in front, you mean that he's good at the job that he's doing. If you put after, what you mean is simply that he's a good person. Okay? Now, let's see vecchio. Where is this? Vecchio means old. But if you put in front of it of a noun, it will be an old of mine. I gave you an example with the word that it will make this concept clear. Friend, amico. Un vecchio amico and un amico vecchio. Un vecchio amico means that he's an old friend of mine. He can be even like 20 years old, so he's not an old person, but he's un vecchio amico, means he's an old friend of mine. If I say un amico vecchio, it means that he's a friend that is old. So he's a friend of mine, yes, and he's an old person. So un vecchio amico can be even 20 years old. Un amico vecchio can't be 20 years old. Okay? Then we have another, like a few adjectives that you can play with, placing in front of after the noun, changing a little bit the meaning, and I want to be fast now. And they are povero, grande, and piccolo. Let's say povero means poor, okay? Grande means big, and piccolo means small. Okay, they have this meaning if you place them after the noun. So, for example, a poor man, meaning poor without money, would be un uomo povero. A big man, meaning not big, huge, it would be un uomo grande. And a small man, short, small, it would be un uomo piccolo. Now, what happens if you place them in front? The meaning change a little. For example, un uomo povero means like he's a poor man in the meaning of like unlucky man. The concept is not related necessarily to money. It's just like an unlucky man. And if you put grande in front, the meaning changes completely because it will be like a great man. So if you say like un grande uomo is a great man. If you say un uomo grande is a big man. And now let's see what piccolo is exactly the same. If you place in front, it will be like a mean man. Like a man but with low qualities, a mean man. If you put after, will be just small. So un piccolo uomo, a mean man, un uomo piccolo, a man, a short man, a small man. Now, let's see the how buono changed the form when is placed